Hello, welcome back friends. This is Dr. Rahul More, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Technology, Shri Ramdev College of Engineering and Management. I welcome you back to this 5-day FDP on advanced research methodology. We have started with MCDM techniques. Lot many techniques we have learned. Just now we have learned IDAS and GRA technique. This is the technique COPRAS method. And this method is first of all what COPRAS is. COPRAS is a complex proportional assessment method. This is the preference ranking method, which is named as complex proportional assessment method. It was developed by Zavadkar. This man has significantly contributed in this MCDM area. You just Google it, you will come to know what his contribution is all about. In this method, the influence of maximizing and minimizing criteria on the evaluation result is considered separately. The one which is belonging to the cost criteria, the other one which is belonging to the benefit criteria, how they are going to influence the alternative selection, we are calculating it in a differently. So this selection of the alternative is based considering both the ideal and the anti-ideal solution or the actual solution. We just need to again check which one is very close to the ideal solution, and we will rank all those alternatives accordingly. This ranking method in COPRAS method, wherein we are ranking the alternative by COPRAS method, assume direct and proportional dependence of significance and priority of investigated alternative on a system of criteria. There are different advantages of using this COPRAS method. The very first one means, if you want to notice, when it is compared with the TOPSIS method, it necessitates much less calculation than other method. Means calculation complexity, only the one formula which will be little complex, that is the weight calculation. We'll see it while calculation or while calculating it into the Excel sheet, but it has compared to the TOPSIS method, it has very less number of calculation. The COPRAS method again has a talent of calculating both maximizing and minimizing criteria. Once we can clearly identify that which can be the maximization criteria or the minimization criteria, and we could manipulate it according to the weight distribution also. And the main advantage of this COPRAS method compared with other MCDM method is to be able to show the utility degree, the last stage in the COPRAS algorithm, or the last step in the COPRAS stage of process, where we are going to calculate the utility degree. When we compare alternative, we compare the alternative which is completely based on this utility degree, and it can be illustrated, it can be used to illustrate which one is better or worse. So when we have the COPRAS method, as we know, any MCDM technique, it all begins with the decision matrix. So we have the decision matrix, again we will be having the weight matrix, and now what we are having in the next step, we calculate the normalized decision matrix. So how we are going to calculate the normalization? We are calculating the normalization, or we are doing the normalization in a way that we divide each value by summation of each respective column values. Then how we are going to normalize, or how we can get the normalized weighted matrix? We are applying the weight value to the normalized value. It's a simple or plain multiplication, and we will be getting a normalized weighted matrix. Again, this kind of normalization which we are using in the COPRAS method is a simple linear normalization. We are not using the vector normalization process. The next step means, if we see, then the next step belongs to the calculation of maximizing and minimizing the index for each alternative. So this is BI, means B represents the benefit criteria. So what we will be doing, we will be making a sum of all criteria which belongs to the benefit criteria for each alternative, and as well as we make a sum of all criteria which belongs to the cost criteria. So this is for maximizing the index, and one will be for the minimizing the index. So This is the cost criteria. Again, we will be having the sum of all the values of the normalized weighted normalized matrix which belongs to the cost criteria. Now the major step, the relative weight calculation. This is called as relative significance of Q, or you can call it as a relative weight calculation. It is a quite tricky formula, or it's quite difficult for Excel user to have this formula in one cell. So we have done partitions for applying this formula into Excel. When we will go into Excel, we will see how we are going to formulate this particular thing. Then the next step is to get the utility degree, or you can call this as a priority order of the alternative also. So how this can be done? So this can be done, or this priority order of compared alternative is determined on the basis of their relative weight. The alternative with higher relative weight will be having the higher priority rank, and the alternative with the highest relative weight is the most acceptable alternative. And the final step, the step which is written over here, is the calculation of utility degree. So this is the last step in the last section of this complete process. What we are calculating? We are calculating the performance index or the utility degree value for each alternative. We will be using the relative significance or relative weight, and we will divide it by the maximum value and then multiply it by 100, and we use this degree value for ranking purpose to rank the alternative. Now let us go to Excel with our same old problem, that 6 brands and 5 criteria, and the cost criterias are there, benefit criterias are there. So what we are going to do, we are going to normalize first thing. Since it is a linear normalization, nothing to be done. Each value should be divided by sum of all the values of the respective column. So select all the values, make a sum. Since we want to freeze it and we want to drag it, so by pressing F4, those who are using laptop, press function F4 button, just make enter, drag it, first column is ready. Similarly prepare the second column, select each value divided by sum of the column. Since we want to drag it, freeze it, close it, and then drag the value. Now again here the normalization value, this value divided by sum of all these values. Since we want to drag it horizontally also, press 2 times F4 so that we can drag it horizontally as well as vertically. So dragging this horizontally as well as vertically. So this is how we have calculated the normalized matrix. The weight matrix, as usual, we have not changed the weight matrix. Maybe tomorrow we are going to learn the different weight matrix or weight calculation techniques. So that techniques are equal weight, then weight calculation by standard deviation, and then the weight calculation by the entropy method. Now the normalized weighted matrix, very simple, as we know that normalized value shall get multiplied with the cost value. So this value into the cost value. So here we get the cost value, then drag it horizontally and vertically, again use this value into this value, drag it horizontally, drag it vertically. So we are done with the normalized weighted matrix. So if we see this thing, so what we are up to, we have done the normalized weighted matrix. We have calculated the normalized weighted matrix by multiplying it by multiplying the normalized value with the weight value. So this is done till now. So now what is the next step? Next step is the calculation of CI value, the cost value, and BI value. Means if you come back here in the algorithm, calculate the sum BI of the beneficiary criteria value and then the sum of cost criteria value. So cost criteria value sum equal to sum of this two value. So let us make a sum of this two value, make enter. Now BI is equals to sum of this three values, again make an enter. You just drag these two cells down so that we have the values for each column. Now a simple question you might encounter, that this is appearing 0.3, 0.4 and the value is coming out to be 0.6. It's not like that. If you select this cell values for better accuracy, since we have kept it for 2 decimal digit, if you will make it, it appears like this. If you select this and make 3 decimal digit, then it appears like this. So while using this, it's up to you that how or what is the precision value for you people to calculate the things. Okay, now see here, we are into step 4 now, or the next step, calculating the relative significance value Qi for each alternative. So I have I have pasted the formula over here. Now how this formula is being done, so Bi means this value is to be used, so this should be added to the entire whole value, means this value should be calculated first. So what we are going to do, we are going to calculate the numerator as well as the denominator. So how we are going to calculate the numerator and denominator? First we will be calculating this portion, minimum of Ci upon Ci. So equal to minimum of Ci value. So select this range. Since we want to drag it, press F4 to freeze the cell. Minimum of Ci upon Ci means each cell value. So this is each cell value. So select this cell and then drag it further. So this is the summation, means this value is being calculated and we need summation of this. So we have calculated the summation of this part, means the denominator part is half or partially being done, means we have not yet completed the denominator part, because in the denominator part what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to multiply all these values with the cost value. So this is the summation, means if you will see the formula, this is the summation of all these values. So we have done with the summation. Now what we are going to have, we are going to calculate the numerator value. So what numerator value is? Numerator value is minimum of Ci into summation of Ci. This is summation of this is minimum of Ci, means the minimum value among this, into summation of Ci. So how we are calculating it? We are using this formula, minimum of all these values into sum of all these values. Let us write it again. Minimum of, sorry, formula starts with equal, minimum of all these values into summation of all these values. So let us freeze, let us calculate. So this is the value. So numerator is done, denominator partially done. Now we are writing the Qi formula. Now what Qi formula is? Qi formula is Bi plus. So this is Bi value. So first Bi plus, let us open a bracket. Now the numerator is minimum of Ci into summation of Ci. So this is the value which we are going to use. So we will be using this value. Since this value will remain constant while dragging the formula, so we will freeze it. So this is how we have freezed it, upon. Now into denominator, what denominator is having? Denominator is having the cost value. So this is the cost value. So again let us open a bracket, put the cost value. We have put the cost value into, now into what? Summation of minimum of Ci upon Ci. So summation of minimum of Ci into Ci, this is the value which we have calculated. So this, select this value. Since we need to drag it and it should remain constant, let us freeze it. The first bracket completion, second bracket completion, and press enter. So this is the Qi value that we have got with respect to the given formula. This is a lengthiest formula in the MCDM technique we have learned so far. So we have done it in a partial way. We have first calculated minimum of Ci upon Ci, then we have made the summation, then we have calculated minimum of Ci into summation of Ci, then we have calculated the entire value, that is Qi. And what this Qi is? The Qi is the utility relative significance or relative weight. Now what we are going to calculate? We are going to calculate UDI. So how UDI is calculated? UDI is calculated like this, that for each relative significance value should be divided by its maximum relative significance value. So let us select this value equal to this value upon maximum of maximum of all these values. Since we need to drag it, let us freeze it, close it, and just make enter. Sorry, we mistake one thing, that we need to multiply it by 100. So into 100, so this is the value. Now we are dragging it and we are going to rank this alternatives by using this utility degree. So this is how the rank appears. So we are done with the problem. We have got the solution. Now if you will see it, the if you follow the algorithm, we have followed almost all the stages. Now all the stages means like calculation of everything. Means here we have started with normalization of matrices, calculation of BI and CI value, and then calculating the relative significance value QI, and then calculating the utility degree. We know that the relative weight or the relative significance is being calculated by a tricky formula, and then we have determined the priority order of the alternatives by calculating the utility degree. If we go to the Excel, this is the utility degree value, UD. So this value is being used to determine or it is being calculated on the basis of the relative weight. The alternative with higher relative weight has a higher priority rank, and the alternative with the highest relative weight is the most acceptable alternative. So this is how we have calculated the thing, and finally means we have ranked all the alternatives based on this UDI value. So we have discussed pretty lot about this corpus COPRAS value. Again, means I remind you what exactly the advantage. The main advantage is that means it is able to show the utility degree, which is more good. Means if we can say that the first alternative is, or the first rank alternative is alternative 5, then what is the value? If you count the benefit or the cost criteria, which among the benefit criteria would be better? So the highest value means like 0.139 is the highest benefit value. So alternative fifth alternative shall be considered. Cost criteria, the one which will be having the lowest value, means 0.06 is the lowest value. So this particular alternative shall be considered when we are dealing with the cost criteria. Starting with the discussion, we have shared that the COPRAS method will be giving you a chance to identify the alternative based on their cost criteria as well as the benefit criteria. So this is the basis by which we can differentiate these two criteria, means the cost criteria as well as the benefit criteria. Some good papers are there. I wanted to share with you. This is one paper wherein the application of COPRAS method is being validated for supplier selection method. So what they have done, this is the normal paper, and how the method is being used and everything is being mentioned over here. Then supplier selection and discussion. So this is the criteria they have selected for supplier selection, and these are the alternatives. They have 18 suppliers and they are validating the alternatives by virtue of the 5 criteria. The 5 criteria are price, quantity, delivery, performance, distance, supply, variety, everything. So whatever steps we have applied, they have applied the same. This is the decision matrix. Then they have normalized the decision matrix. Then they have got the weighted normalized decision matrix, and based on this they have made the ranking and they have written the conclusion. So they have done it into Excel itself. Means if you will see here, they have done it into Excel only. So Excel is sufficient. Means since you people have learned R so far, so what we are trying to do the simplest or the best possible form, which is Excel, and we are doing every implementation of this method into Excel. So if you have queries regarding to this, you do put all your queries into our WhatsApp group. I'll be happy to answer all the queries which are present there, right? Okay, so thank you guys.